Welcome to Tarot Tuesday with Uncommon Methods, your sacred space for intuitive insight, soulful reflection, and mystical guidance. I'm your guide, Jill Marie, intuitive storyteller, soul listener, and keeper of the uncommon, and your host here at Uncommon Methods. I'm also known in some circles as the lady who talks to her tarot decks like they're best friends. Well, and they do talk back. But each week I tune in and pull from a unique combination of decks to explore what's unfolding in our world. This week I'm working with the dreamy strands of Dream Weavers by Colette Baron-Reid, the Radiant Wisdom of Faces of Oshun by Abiola Abrams, and the gorgeously eclectic Star Spinner Tarot. It's a deck that never met a boundary it didn't lovingly sashay right on past. We use these to bring through messages for our highest good. So whether you're here for clarity, comfort, or cosmic connection, trust that you're exactly where you need to be. The universe has no GPS delay, my friend. You have arrived. So let's ground together. Get yourself comfortable, and let's get this message started. Just make sure that you're comfortable and that you'll be comfortable for quite a while. Again, thank you for joining me today. Let's get going. So let's ground together. Inhale deeply, hold, and exhale. One more time, in, hold, and exhale. Feel yourself arriving here, safe and supported. Know that this is a safe space, no judgment. There's only one rule, and that is to allow your mind to dream and believe in the magic that's within you. And maybe just a little excitement to see what the cards have to say about this beautifully chaotic ride that we call life. So go ahead, place your hand on your heart if you'd like. Feel that pulse. That's your soul's yes, just waiting to be heard. Now I've already cleansed and cleared all of the decks, but I'm asking now for messages that serve the highest good of everyone watching. May this space be protected, sacred, and full of light. Mother Nature, spirit guides, guardian angels, animal allies, totems, and ancestors from beyond, I humbly ask you to cover us in a beautiful glowing light and connect us to the universal truth. Please ground us in her knowledge. Help us see the truth. Let us hear the wisdom that whispers even when the world shouts. This week's theme's shifting sands and golden truths. It's about moments where life doesn't change, it molts, like a crab in July. Cancer season, anyone? We're in a time of sacred transformation. Dreams may be wobbling into form. Old stories are slipping off our shoulders like yesterday's fashion. And spirit is basically standing behind us with a sign that says, hey, love, it's time. So, without further ado, let's get started with the Dream Weavers. The Dream Weavers are a beautiful deck. Very colorful, out there kind of cards. Dream Weavers. And it says inside, you are the magic you're looking for, which that's what we believe here. We believe we're all made of magic. We have our own magic, and none of us are the same. And we shouldn't be afraid to show our magic. So what is it that we need to know this week in July? I'm feeling the need to pull two cards, I think. Let's see what happens. What do we need to know? Ooh, let the fire dragon sleep. And I think I'll pull one more. When the weavers built the sun. Okay. Let's see what we've got here. So, let the fire dragons sleep. The essential meaning is a warning to stay out of drama. Respecting the consequences of possible dangerous outcomes, dealing with contrary people. Fire dragons are powerful and uncontrollable. By their very nature, they can cause destruction and damage that can take a long time to heal from. These creatures like their rest. They don't like to be awakened by a stranger. When this card arrives, it's a gentle warning that whatever situation or person is inviting you to dance with anger jealousy, or resentment, they must be avoided. This is not the time for battle or even engaging in argument, because there is no underlying strategy or logic to the situation at hand. You will cause yourself and others unnecessary suffering if you take this on, because you're sure to lose. Do not let anyone or any situation provoke you. Know that the situation is rooted in a deep, unhealed wound, one either inflicted by you or projected onto you. This situation cannot be healed through this expression, for it could become an indulgence and misuse of power. That said, the fire dragons are not your enemy. They arrive to warn you when you are about to make a choice that could potentially hurt you. Be thankful for this. You can say no and choose to move away from the danger to higher ground. Have a sense of humor now, for laughter tickles the fire dragons, lulling them to their rest. So let the fire dragons sleep, content and curled up in their cave. You will be so glad you did. Your weaving must remain true to the patterns you want to see more of and the stories of your journey to be proud of. If you keep to the road of your destiny and your eyes on the prize, holding space for your unique gifts, your light will be a beacon of hope for us all. Okay. Let them babies sleep. Definitely let them babies sleep. None of us need any more drama in our life. There's enough going on out there. Evidently, we've got somebody that didn't let them sleep. They keep stoking that. We're not having that anymore. We're going to go to when the weavers built the sun. The essential meaning of that is the value of dreaming big, success at seemingly impossible tasks. Legend has it that when the dream weavers built the sun, they created a huge ball of fire so they could see all the miraculous things they wove into being. They needed light and more life force energy to flood our world so life could grow and flourish. Their big dream didn't exist before they imagined what it could be. They made it up as they went along, with no plans to follow, no certainty about how to do it. They claimed it energetically and followed the prompts of the conscious universe, their partner. They made an impossible thing real. Right now, you're in a similar space. You have a big dream, but you don't have the how yet. Sometimes you question whether it's even possible and wonder if it's not meant to happen at all. Looking at the chaos in the world, you wonder if it's selfish to feel that you deserve any of your desires. Do not give up on your dreams. Something unique that will serve the greater good wants you to call it to life. You were given the idea as a gift from the divine, and it is your mission to forge a new path to bring it here. If you knew the how of it, it would mean that you're not dreaming big enough. Whatever your dream, we need you to begin now. It's time to act. Hold the vision of success, but not too tight. And lean into this greatness, your greatness. Just think of how many you will touch by this action. Trust that you were made for this. Step forward and keep walking one step at a time, and the universe will open the doors one by one. You know, there's a saying that if you take one step towards the gods, they'll take 10 steps towards you, and that is definitely coming in for me right now. Telling us all, stay true to yourself and keep dreaming your dreams, and then do the action to make those dreams come true. They were meant to be for you. You're the only one who can take them away from you. You're the only one who can snuff out your dreams, because if you don't act on them, you don't do any committed, consistent, imperfect actions towards those goals, it's definitely not going to happen. So if you can see it, you can bring it to life. I always go back to the same thing. You know, I was around before computers, and they came up with computers. They used to have to be a whole room, and now we've got them sitting on our desk, and they're about this thin, and we're connected to people all over the world. You know, it used to be a telephone. I had a party line, and I don't know if you guys know what a party line is, but I mean, everybody on your line, if you pick up the phone, they could be on there and they could hear your conversation. So now we've all got our own little cell phones just tucked in our pocket, tucked in our backpack, or in our bras, ladies. But dream it and bring it to life. Don't be selfish. And don't hurt yourself, because if you don't listen to your dreams, if you say, oh, I'm not worthy, you're punishing yourself. And really, you're punishing the rest of us, because Maybe what you come up with will save cancer, cure kids' cancer. Stop some of this craziness that's going on in the world. Just allow yourself to dream and then bring it to life. We'd all appreciate it. So let's move on to the Faces of Oshun. This is another Oracle deck. And I am feeling the need probably just to pull one of these cards, but we'll see. Once I get to shuffling, I kind of let Spirit tell me what's actually going to be pulled out of each deck. When I first started doing these tarot videos, I thought, oh, I'm going to just choose the decks and I will be, okay, I want to use this one this week. And that's not how it's worked out. So something greater than me is helping me with this. When I go to pick up the decks, it either feels good, warms my heart, or it says, no, 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 not this time, not that one, nope, nope, nope. So let's see what we get. What is the message for this week in July? Oshun of soft power, influence, openness, emotional intelligence. Look at that. It's beautiful. But something's telling me I need one more card. So let me move these off to the side. And let's just go with this one first. Oshun of soft power, influence, openness, emotional intelligence. I wield the power of vulnerability, openness, and emotional wisdom. She's yielding. She's not falling into the drama of the rest of the world. She's letting it sleep. She's doing her own thing. The initiation of laughter. In the arena of soft power, strength does not lie in force. Oshun of soft power reminds you to embrace subtlety and grace as you navigate your path. It's a call to wield your influence with compassion, diplomacy, and understanding. Soft power is not weakness. It's the art of finding common ground, inspiring change through empathy and fostering connections. It invites you to recognize that true strength often emerges from the ability to listen, empathize, and communicate with authenticity. What we're supposed to do now. If you're accustomed to control or heavy-handed power, it's time to explore a new way. Trust this process. Through soft power, you can create lasting connections, promote understanding, and inspire positive change. Oshun is often called Abiola, meaning chief or leading authority. When married to Orunmila, the Oshun of wisdom and divination, she assisted his clients in his absence as an Abtibi, wife of Orunmila and Ea. Over time, some clients even started to favor her expertise over Orunmila's, highlighting her own exceptional divine abilities. So a ritual that you can do, find a quiet space and set up a cushion or mat where you can sit comfortably. Focus on your breathing, letting your hands rest open on your lap. Visualize a soft light filling your body, emanating kindness, compassion, and openness. That's beautiful. So I am feeling the need to pull one more card. Let's see, what else do we need to know from this beautiful deck? Faces of Oshun. What do we need to know? Oshun of the Crossroads. Ascension, transformation, quantum leap. Interesting. I say that a lot when I'm doing these readings because things are interesting to me, especially when there's so many chaotic things going on in the world. People are saying things and being mean and being bullies and wanting their way, and they throw those little baby fits because, you know, that's what's happening right now is people aren't liking their way and they're throwing little fits and being a bully. And that's not the way the world works. It's not the way the world is going to evolve. It's not going to get any better with everybody acting that craziness. You got to go within. Be kind to yourself so that you can be kind to others. We're at a crossroads. I always choose wisely. So this is the initiation of peacocks. You listen closely. You stand at a crucial juncture. Make a decision. You've been wishy-washy long enough. Commit. The choices you make now will shape your destiny. No more wavering, no more indecision. You can't afford the luxury of stalling anymore. Stop hesitating. The divine is giving you a rare chance for change, but the clock is ticking. At this sacred crossroads, you balance on the threshold between your past self and your future potential. Each potential path reveals a unique chapter in the unfolding story of your life. And what you need to do now. Take time to meditate or journal about your options, weighing the potential outcomes of each path. Seek advice from trusted mentors or guides, but ultimately trust your own inner wisdom to make the best choice for your highest good. You're at a crossroads, but you are not stuck. Feeling stuck is an illusion. You have the ability to transform your circumstances. Don't waste your potential by doing nothing. If you need guidance, ask for it. Only you can make the final call. Choose wisely. Pause and reflect. Listen to both your intuition and reason. Every choice leads to growth, and even a wrong turn can bring valuable lessons. Trust the journey. In many traditions, Oshun is closely associated with Orunmila, the Orisha of wisdom and divination, as her husband. Orunmila is the founder of the Ila divination system, which uses tools like palm nuts, divining, chains, and cowrie shells. One story tells that Oshun saved Orunmila from a dangerous situation. While Oshun is connected to divination, she is often more closely linked with the cowrie shell system. In a ritual that you can do, at a chosen crossroads, physical or symbolic, conduct a decision-making ritual. Ground yourself and lay down small offerings such as honey or shiny copper coins at the center. Light 2 white candles for clarity, and then you're going to write your dilemma on one piece of paper and place it in between the candles. On separate small papers, write each potential choice or option. Arrange these choice papers in a circle around your central offerings. Meditate on each option, paying attention to your intuitive responses. Ask for guidance and choose the paper that feels most aligned. That's kind of powerful. I mean, I feel like they're getting some answers here for sure. That we are ascending to another level. But we can only do that if we give up control. We've got to be open. We've got to be emotionally intelligent to take that leap so that we can transform into the person that we really want to be. This reading is definitely hitting my heart right now. I'm not stuck. I haven't been stuck. I was stuck. But then I had a wrong way driver accident. I was hurt by a doctor. And I went into myself. And I ended up processing a lot of childhood stuff, teenage stuff, generational information, trying to get rid of all of it. You know, we're told stories and it's only part of the truth. And sometimes when we're too rigid and we've got hard power, so this is the soft power, when we're too rigid and we're stuck and we're like, no, I'm not going to do it. Nobody's going to tell me what to do, blah, 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 blah. Well, we can't move, we can't ascend, we can't transform because we are stuck. So, that's a beautiful message. And we will lead now into the Star Spinner Tarot. So, if you're new here, when we do the tarot, we pull 5 cards. But I mean, our first messages, they feel like they're weaving new threads, right, into our internal storybook. They're nudging us to look at beauty beyond the mess, the meaning behind the discomfort, and the divine behind the detour. Oshun is whispering to us and maybe shaking a little glittery finger saying, you deserve joy. You don't have to earn it, just let it in. And when Oshun speaks, we listen. Yep. So let's move on to the tarot. This is the Star Spinner. Colorful deck. Now remember, we pull 5 cards. The first one is the theme. The next one is what we release. The third one is what to embrace. The fourth one is our support available. And the final card will be our outcome or soul's lesson. So let's see what we get here. Chalices. 7 of chalices. Another chalice. We've got the 2 of chalices. And the star. We have the 7 of coins, another 7. And our final card, ooh, the lovers. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let's see what we can learn this week from our beautiful tarot deck, Star Spinner. So, we have the chalices. This is the 7 of chalices. So it represents wishful thinking. You fortify yourself with fanciful daydreams. Though this is a beautiful place to be, your choices may not be grounded in reality. You fail to see the practical limits of your dreams, making you prone to irresponsible decisions. That's our theme. That's our theme for the week. Irresponsible decisions. We all make them, let's be real. Now, what we're going to release is the 2 of chalices. Now, the 2 of chalices refers to a healthy and mutually beneficial unity. It indicates earnestness and bodes well for partnerships of all kinds, from romantic relationships to business partnerships, striking a healthy balance between the pair and the individual. So, that's what we need to release. And I'm thinking that what that means is we have to allow other people to be who they are. If they like rap music and you like country, that's okay. Rap and country have collided before, and it sounds good. So just release the things that no longer serves your best interest. That's what you always have to remember in life. Now, what we're being told to embrace is the star card. And I don't know about you guys, but I love stars. I love looking at the stars. And I'm pretty sure the stars like looking at us too. The star is the guardian of this deck. She represents hope and endless possibility. The star gently nurtures the flowers and the ibis, a steward of creativity and magic, circles about her. After the tower has fallen and the light of dusk fades onto night, the star is there to help you make your way through the dark. All you have to do is look up. That's what you need to embrace. There's always, always, always something for you to look at. If you've just lost your job, the better one is going to come. It's going to be right around the corner. If you lost your girlfriend, boyfriend, they weren't the right one. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I was married, was not the best wife. Not the best wife at all. I'm not going to give you all the details, but needless to say, we split up. Now, 9 years we were separated. I went on and did my thing. He was married. I had boyfriends. And then, believe it or not, 9 years later, we started hanging out again. And here we are 20 some odd years later. I've been married to the same man again. We got married twice. So always look out. You never know what's going to happen. Never say never. Because you might be lucky like me and the true love. Somebody, maybe your first love will come back to you. And you'll be lucky like me to have spent the best part of my life growing with somebody who's trying to grow as much as me. Not in the same way. Not at all in the same way. He's got his own journey. But we are growing together and trying to create a life that we can retire in, that we can be proud of, We've got 6 grandkids. And they bring us so much joy. But we wouldn't have any of that if we hadn't put aside stupid, teenage and younger people, mistakes that we did. We wouldn't have any of that. We forgave we forgave each other. I forgave myself for not being the best wife. I'm assuming that he had forgiven me. I mean, but you just have to embrace the things that are in your life. And not everything will come to you in the form that you want it in, but it's always in the form that's for your highest good. So the support that's available to us, look at all these swans. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It says 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, it's a 7 of coins though. You are at a point where you want to make long-term investments. You have mastered your daily grind and you have the freedom to step back and plan where you might best invest your resources. The 7 of coins encourages you to look at the bigger picture and spend time cultivating your resources responsibility. So that is our support available. Look around you. Something that you may not find is very beneficial to your growth or beneficial to your better future. Look at it differently. It might be what you're looking for. It might give you more growth than you'd ever have without it. Just look at things a little bit differently. That's all we're asking. And our outcome and soul lesson this week is the Lover's card. It is part of the major arcana. And I've always thought that when we see the Lover's card, it's about loving ourselves as well as those in our life. I could be wrong, but I feel like it is, because there's 2 girls there. And I'm a girl, but I always feel like that's my old me, and that's the best version of me. That is our soul lesson. The lovers represent mutual desire. They herald healthy partnerships, unions born of consent and enthusiasm. There is an attraction and passionate exploration fueled by a mutual curiosity, signified by the apples. Well, apples are in the card. So the presence of the apples in this deck serves as a symbol of curiosity fulfilled and of maturity. The relationship feels like paradise, and all parties seem to be getting what they want and need. A healthy balance is struck between desire and promise, wishing and fulfillment. Now, the tarot tells a tale of July as a month of change. Not the kind that waits politely at the door, but the kind that kicks it open and yells, "Surprise, you're ready." What are we being asked to release? The old belief that we need to have it all figured out to take the next step. Spoiler alert, nobody has it all figured out. Not even your neighbor with the color-coded calendar. What's asking to be embraced? Radical trust. Not the fluffy kind, but the gritty daily kind that says even this, especially this. Your support is absolutely available from both spirit and the beautiful weirdos in your life who show up exactly when you need them. Yes, even the ones that show up at 2 a.m. And the outcome? Well, it's a deep soul lesson in resilience, reinvention, and remembering who you've always been underneath the noise. So I hope, I'm going to do a little card so that we can see all of our cards. Let the fire dragon sleep. Don't stoke the bear. Be soft don't be rigid. Be flexible, be fluid. Be like the seaweed under the ocean. It just goes with the current. When the weavers built the sun, they didn't know what they were doing, just like you don't know what you're doing. Just have faith in yourself. Have faith in the process. And when you come to the crossroads, trust, trust, trust. You're not going to let yourself down. And you're not going to let others let yourself down. Just remember, you always have to release something. You've always got to hold on to something so that you can figure out what's the best thing to keep with you as you move forward. So I hope today's messages brought you insight, peace, or a gentle nudge that your soul needed. Or maybe it affirms something, you know? It's totally fine to cry, laugh, and Google, what does it mean to dream of llamas? You can do that all in the same afternoon. If you felt connected to the messages today, please like, subscribe, and share with someone who might need a little spiritual love this week. I thank you for joining me here for another Tarot Tuesday with Uncommon Methods. Keep listening to your soul because it always knows. And remember, the methods may be uncommon, but your magic is all your own. Remember to comment and let me know anything that you guys want me to do in future videos. But always remember to stay open, stay grounded, and stay you. Stay uncommon. That's what we need you to be, is just you. Don't be like everybody else. Be uniquely you and shine your light for the rest of us to be part of. Thank you.